So hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to explain one of the most hyped anime of this season, called Dandadan. Watch this video until the end and you'll understand why this anime is so crazy. The concept is totally unique, so let's start the video. In the beginning, we are introduced to our female lead character, Momo Ayase. She was quite fed up with her toxic boyfriend's behavior, so one day in frustration she kicked him, but since he was muscular, he blocked her kick and retaliated with a kick to her stomach, sending her flying. Ayase starts yelling at him with all sorts of curses. Later, we see Ayase telling her friends about the incident in class, so her friends ask why she was ever attracted to such a jerk in the first place. Ayase admits that her boyfriend resembled Ken Takara, and she loves muscular guys like him. Her friends laugh and say that guys like Ken don't exist anymore, leaving Ayase feeling even more dejected. As Ayase wanders the school corridors, lost in thought, she spots a timid boy being bullied in a classroom. The bullies were throwing paper balls at him. Suddenly, Ayase feels something inside and walks right up to the boy. The bullies, shocked, stop in their tracks as Ayase picks up the boy's book. She notices he was reading a magazine about aliens and extraterrestrial beings, which she finds boring and walks away. So while Ayase is wandering again, she hears a voice behind her. It was the same nerdy boy. He bluntly asks, "You're in love, aren't you?" Taken aback, Ayase brushes it off, saying, "What are you talking about? Are you crazy?" But the boy insists that there must be some reason she talked to him. Ayase tells him to stop with the nonsense, but the boy, excited, opens his magazine and starts spouting random alien facts, saying things like the US president is an alien. Annoyed, Ayase tells him to stop spouting nonsense and walks away, but the boy doesn't give up, continuing to ramble about aliens. This frustrates Ayase even more. She tells him he's extremely annoying and realizes why no one wants to be friends with him. Her words hurt the boy deeply, and he drops his book in sadness. Feeling guilty, Ayase picks up the book and hands it back to him, apologizing. She says, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. But honestly, I don't believe in aliens, I believe in ghosts." Upon hearing this, the boy starts laughing hysterically, which further annoys Ayase. "You're laughing at me now," she says, frustrated. The boy continues to laugh, saying ghosts aren't real, aliens are. Ayase then tells him that her grandmother is a spirit medium and she's seen exorcisms happen. She threatens that if he ever witnessed one, he'd be terrified, but the boy still doesn't believe her, and the two continue their heated argument. At that moment, Ayase's friend walks by and jokes that Ayase's taste in men has shifted from Ken Takara to this nerd. They laugh it off, but Ayase gets serious and makes a bet. She says, "If I can prove to you that ghosts are real, you'll be my servant forever." The boy, not backing down, replies, "And if I prove aliens are real, then you'll be my servant." In the next scene, we see Ayase entering an abandoned hospital, which the boy believes is a UFO hotspot. She explores the hospital. The boy stays connected to her via phone, warning her that aliens might kidnap her, erase her memory, and experiment on her body. So Ayase feels increasingly scared, especially as the boy enters a haunted tunnel himself, determined to prove ghosts don't exist. Suddenly, the boy freezes in fear at the sight of a bloody footprint. Terrified, he tries to flee, but Ayase yells through the phone, telling him not to run, as if he tries to escape, the ghost will catch him. Despite this, the boy is paralyzed with fear as an old woman appears in the tunnel, asking if she can play with him. Back at the hospital, Ayase is ambushed by strange beings who tear her clothes and tie her up. So let's introduce the alien character. He arrives and, seeing the situation, says that it means you all are aliens. The alien then responds that yes, but we are quite friendly. Hearing this, the character reacts saying, "Friendly? So you literally ripped my clothes apart and you say you're friendly. Also, why have you captured me here?" The alien replies that on their planet, only males exist, so they have to use cloning technology for reproduction. But now, they want to try to make the reproduction process more human-like, and that's why they are going to do it with her. Upon hearing this, AI gets terrified. The alien takes out a device and says they will impregnate her and then extract her uterus for research. This drives Aya to exclaim that this can't happen. She won't mate with such a creepy alien. She wants to escape. The aliens then try to hypnotize Aya to induce further arousal, and one alien steps closer when suddenly Aya's phone rings. As he picks it up, a foot unexpectedly comes out of the screen and kicks him in the face, and the same granny appears, biting the alien's leg. So the alien falls back in surprise. The granny starts speaking, saying, "Miss, it's me. I got this curse from that granny, so I have become this way." Hearing this, Aya feels relieved and pleads for help. The alien is also shocked, saying that this technology doesn't even exist on their planet. So meanwhile, a nerdy guy suddenly attacks the alien, but the alien transforms into a beast and easily overpowers him. The alien says, "Look, we need to create you, so just let us do that." Hearing this, the nerd responds that he has wanted to meet aliens for a long time, and he's willing to give them whatever they need. He even used to search for UFOs in the sky, despite being mocked. But then, Aya arrives, who actually listens to him, so he begs the aliens not to even glance at her. Just as he finishes speaking, he tries to transform again, but before he can, the alien hypnotizes him again. So Aya's mind then recalls the ritual her granny taught her, which requires strengthening her lower limbs and focusing her energy. So Sakaya practices this. Suddenly a different wave emanates from her body, and she gains mystical powers that break her handcuffs. She kicks the alien hard, sending him crashing onto something that appears to be the moon. But it's revealed that it's not the moon but actually a UFO, which then explodes. So Aya shouts, "Where did you go? We need to get out of here." It's shown that the granny's soul is still within the UFO, and she attacks. So Aya, regaining her focus, uses her psychic powers, making the nerd panic. The granny's spirit appears, and Aya wonders why the curse hasn't been lifted yet, as the granny is outside her body. The granny explains that the curse won't leave because her little one is still with her. To lift the curse, they must return to the tunnel. The granny then disappears, and suddenly a massive explosion occurs as the UFO crashes. Eventually, Aya and the nerd manage to exit the UFO. They acknowledge the existence of aliens because they kidnapped her, and the nerd agrees that ghosts exist because they cursed him. He gives Aya his shirt and pants, saying she should wear them, and adds that he must gather his willpower to return to the tunnel for a permanent escape. But he insists he doesn't want her to accompany him, fearing it would cause more problems. Aya asserts that she can't leave him alone like this, and will come along. The nerd agrees, but asks her to wear the clothes so he can look at her properly. Upon hearing this, Aya's heart races as she realizes his words are exactly like those from Kintakakura. She then asks, "But wait, what's your name?" The nerd replies, "Oh, my name is Kintakura," and upon hearing this, Aya's mind gets blown. Thus, the episode concludes. Guys, if you've watched until this point, you must have understood the plot and realized how interesting this anime is going to get. See you in the next episode. Till then, bye-bye, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can get notified first.